Hi everyone, welcome back to Unlimited Potential. I'm Michelle Wright.
And I'm Chrissy Capral.
We're so glad you can join us here again today. We really do appreciate you showing up and what you can expect from our channel. If you're new, today is a numerology reading. We try to release them every Sunday, and this reading will be for September 27th through October 3rd. Okay. We're going to use the Michelle Buchanan deck, numerology oracle cards. They're very simple. We're going to shuffle, let the cards choose themselves. So we're going to ask for 3 to come through. And then, it's hard sometimes, those cards.
I think I just have small hands.
Yeah, me too. So we'll ask for 3 to come through. The first is going to be, the overall energy for the reading. The second could be your action step or your next step to take. And then the third, we're expecting to be your overall outcome. If you are new to readings, we said that the cards will choose themselves. As shuffling happens, cards will jump. Chrissy just had about 6 jump, but 1 turned over, so we're going to take that. And we will let them choose themselves and try not to force them through so that we're using the energies around us. Then we will do an interpretation of those 3, give you a little bit about what we think, and some clarifying information and affirmations from the deck guidebook.
You're a little stubborn today.
I know. This is one of my favorite numbers, Chris.
I know.
This is 27.
Some of them start the week is on the 27th.
Not only does the week start on the 27th, but some of the most important people in my life are born on the 27th. So many important birthdays.
That's good.
And that 7 and 2 is a 9, which is one of those numbers that's important to you too.
Yep.
All right, come on, universe. Let's get a couple more.
All right.
Sometimes they're a little stubborn.
That's too many.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about
you
another
know
6?
what? I'm going to take that
And that's a jumper.
That's a jumper.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Ooh.
That's good energy. 5, change. This is your next step. That's going to be that second card.
Should I take this one? I kind of didn't want to go.
It keeps kind of coming back up.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, look.
So we have our friend number 44.
My favorite.
Maybe we will try and clarify this a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what we have. So we have 27, spiritual partnership. What do you get from that?
I get the people in your life. I get that I myself, and I know you are the same. I'm a big believer in that people are in your life for a reason.
Absolutely.
And they are brought to you, in my opinion, by a higher power. So that would be your spiritual partnership.
Everybody in your life for a season and a reason.
A season and a reason.
So here we are in fall, in a brand new season, just, a few days in.
Yep.
And yeah, I like that. Your spiritual partnership. Now, the other thing that this makes me think of is, your spiritual partnership with yourself. It's time to kind of cleanse out the old, just like spring cleaning. We do that again in fall. So if you're looking for some new practices or to improve on your own, spiritual relationship with yourself or partnership with the divine, now it's a good time to explore some of those things. Okay.
And
Change. 5 is always a number of change.
Yes.
Not always, bad. Sometimes very good.
Absolutely. Yep. Change is good.
Change is necessary so many times.
And with fall upon us, it is the change of a season.
Absolutely.
So
it's very monumental, very pivotal point right now in the seasons and in the week, moving into next week, that 27th. And then
it's our season.
It's birthday season. I was just going to mention that again.
Birthday season.
Yeah. So that 5 stands true. It's time for change, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Now we've had this card come up in I want to say the last 2 readings. We've seen it at least 3 or 4 times ourselves.
Yes.
And 44 is an 8. We constantly are seeing 8s. My goodness, so many times around we're seeing 8s. It's abundance. It's an infinite cycle.
As a master number, it's a very strong foundational number. The number
Absolutely.
44.
Absolutely.
But this card signifies our environment, and like I spoke about when we spoke about this card, is the people around you. Make up your environment. Not only the things around you, but the people around you also create your environment.
And the simplest thing that you can take from this reading is that maybe it is time that there's some change that's going to happen around you. And when
Yeah.
we see something like when I see a 27, I think it's all good anyway. But you see a
Yeah.
card like spiritual partnership, and you know, that deep burnt orange, like, you know, our fall season right now with that beautiful purple. You know, it really speaks to a good change and something that's got that feel good energy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's what I was thinking. So, should we check the book and see what they have to say?
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
7, 9, we are at 14,
Here she goes
18,
again.
21 overall. 27 plus 5 plus 44. Can we reduce that all the way down to a 21? And that
Reduced down to a 3.
is a 3. That's my favorite. That's probably what drove me to kind of look at it again, too.
Uh-huh. I'm sure.
All right. So I'm very, very partial to this 27, but I am interested to see what the guidebook tells us a little bit more. I will try and paraphrase for you because sometimes I get quite tongue-tied. This
Better you
card indicates a time when a significant spiritual relationship is about to be forged. So this is new. This is a new beginning. Perhaps it'll come in the form of a friendship between like-minded individuals or souls on a journey towards their own enlightenment. Maybe it's, you know, something more disciplined in your relationship with spirit. Again, we were talking about, you know, spiritual practices. Now's a good time for that.
Yep.
The saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. How great does that make you feel, right? Yeah, okay. So during the course of this relationship, you will play a role of both a teacher and a student. This is very mutual. And the wisdom gained from this experience will enhance your connection to source. When we speak of source, we talk about universe, higher self, God,
Whatever you choose to call it.
however you choose to identify it. And so, you know, it continues to go on that, you know, maybe you're now becoming a catalyst in someone else's spiritual journey. Maybe they're a new catalyst in your spiritual journey. This is a point, this is a pivotal point, really, is what this is saying. And look, we already have, you know, changes coming. So this is good on both behalfs. Let's see. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of your life. Cycles that are leading you toward a significant spiritual relationship. So pay attention to speakers, teachers, and authors who are teaching you respect. Be on the lookout for people on their journey similar to your own, and embrace the opportunities to enhance your spiritual growth during this time. So it sounds like we were on the right track.
We were.
I like it when we know what we're saying. Okay, your affirmation for this card, which is why I like to use the guidebook, because we can always offer you that per card. So if you identify with this, your affirmation would be, through a sacred spiritual relationship, I deepen my connection to source. And go ahead and change that last word to be whatever you feel is most appropriate for yourself.
Yep.
So through sacred spiritual relationship, I deepen my connection to source. Very nice.
Yes.
Very, very nice. We should also mention that, you know, if parts of this reading resonate for you, please take that as, you know, motivating and do what you wish with it. If pieces of this do not, please leave them behind for someone else. These are general readings, so they may or may not feel like they're right for you. And that's okay, because they're
Absolutely.
very general.
Yes.
Okay, so our next step is change, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's that action piece, and with you can't move forward if there's no change, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so this card is indicating a time of expected and unexpected changes. So, you know, kind of like it or not, it's a time of change. It's a time of change in our seasons and in our life cycles. Usually, when drawing this card, you're being encouraged to think about your life as an adventure, in which exciting opportunities could appear at any moment. And how about the last couple of readings we've really been seeing? Have more fun.
Yep.
Do something that raises your vibration. Color. Just enjoy life.
Yep.
You know, bring hope. So rather than fearing the unfamiliar and unknown, you're now encouraged to embrace expansion, movement, and change. So don't be afraid of something new. Go for it. Right?
Absolutely.
Like we keep hearing, just jump right in. It's going to be fine. The universe is going to catch you.
This is true.
All right. It also states that anything is possible, and the wheels are already set in motion. So be sure to play your part by moving closer to your dreams. You may be called upon to make changes in your mindset, relationships, residence, life cycle, lifestyle, or career whenever a shift is needed to serve your greater good. It is time to broaden your horizons and re-spark the passions in your life. Now,
Enough said.
through my cotton mouth tongue-tied, if you really got that, just do it. That's all it really is saying, right?
Absolutely.
Nike got it right.
That's right.
Just do it. Just do it. And again, it's a very feel good, you know? The universe got your back, so just take that step and move forward. It again continues to say that, you know, these cycles are leading you towards a time of movement and change. Procrastination, resistance, and fear will only take you out of alignment. So just surrender yourself to the opportunities as they present themselves.
Absolutely.
Your affirmation for this card, Chris, is I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life.
There you go. A really good author, one of my favorites, Mike Dooley, always says that.
Oh, I love him.
He's so much fun.
Yeah.
I call him the Dr. Seuss of spirituality.
Yeah,
I absolutely adore him.
He's like a fun guru.
He's a fun guru. But he says in one of his books that, you know, you can manifest all you want, but it takes change. It takes action
Yes.
to make it happen, no matter what the outcome is. And he gave the analogy, which I think is the best analogy ever, is he gave the analogy of GPS. He
Okay.
says, you can put your destination, what you want in that GPS, but it's not going to take you anywhere unless you turn the car on and go.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow.
I actually have heard that.
I was like, wow, that
Yeah.
was pretty good. It's
Yeah.
pretty powerful.
But it's so simple at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So changes are coming,
Changes are coming.
and it seems pretty good. There's going to be somebody, you know, coming along to help. You know, mutual learning and leading. We talked about leading last week in the reading too.
Yep.
So we know this card fairly well. We keep seeing this environment card. I'm not going to read as much from the book, but the book does speak to, you know, taking the time to take initiatives, be conscious of not only your physical environment around you, but the chemicals in which we use in our everyday life. You know, what lotions you put on, what aftershaves, all that kind of stuff. And then doing something to give back to Mother Earth.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's see if I can find
Let's
a little
even
bit.
talk about, you know, as far as your environment being in your body. It's like what you eat, what you take into your the environment of your body. You know?
Yeah. Honor yourself.
Absolutely.
Honor planet Earth. A little bit more. It's encouraging you to recycle, use environmentally friendly products, explore new and cleaner organic foods, growing your own fruits and vegetables. We talked in our fall video about now being a time of harvest and how, you know, our family's kind of we hoard everything that we've gardened or, you know, the fruits of the season. We are in the Garden State.
We are.
Yeah. So we're in New Jersey, and we're known as the Garden State, and boy, do we love that summertime because there's just fresh fruits and vegetables in abundance, and
There's nothing like a Jersey
it
tomato.
just tastes, I was just going to say, it just tastes different in Jersey. I think because, you know, sometimes we have those harsh winters, so we really have differences in our soils and the minerals and everything. So, you know, now becomes a time to kind of, you know, harvest the fruits of your labor.
Yep.
Really give back to your environment because they've been given, you know, Mother Earth has been given to us all season long through the summer, and we've really reaped the benefits of some glorious weather and you know, fruits and veggies and all that kind of stuff. So it also speaks to, you know, take time to get out into nature. Sometimes it's very, very grounding to just go, you know, go for a walk, sit in the sun, even if there's a chill in the air, you know. Although I hate the winter, I do that even in the winter time because that fresh air can do so much to not only just refresh your spirit, but really kind of pull you back and get you grounded, right?
Without question.
Yeah. So it's honoring the natural rhythms in our environment, outdoors, in our lives, in our bodies, and such. So your affirmation for this card is, I show respect for Mother Earth and align myself with Source.
So there's a lot of spirituality in
Yeah, a lot in today's reading, but it's it's very evident that we continue to see things tying back into each other. You know, we keep seeing that number 8 coming back, and to me that is quite encouraging. We're seeing a lot of new growth in this season. Coming in the last 3 weeks, a lot of growth, saying just step out and take action because it's going to be great. So if you're hesitating over starting something new or feeling like you need to put yourself back into a schedule, so many of us were kind of knocked off kilter with the pandemic and being home all the time.
Unbelievably.
So being able to kind of get back into a normal routine, make your own routine. But do something that, you know, makes you feel good. And try something a little bit new.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Okay, so we have some more treats for you. We're going to pull from probably, let's say 2 more decks. We have a plethora to choose from today.
Yes, we do.
But this deck is so pretty, and Christy introduced me to this one. It is called the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. All the cards look just as lovely as this one, right? And their messages are right there. They're right there on the card themselves.
Easy reading for you.
Yeah. I do get tongue-tied because you don't want to read.
I know.
Which is fine.
There's a reason for that.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. We all have our strengths. And I'm not saying that that's mine. Not today, of course. But I'm really looking forward to using this deck. I might need to add one of these to my collection.
Okay. You may borrow mine anytime you
And
like.
it's birthday season. So as soon as somebody gives me that Hay House gift card or Amazon gift card, I think this is on the list. Okay. They're so pretty. These are giant cards too. You see the size of this box?
Look at the size of it in my hand.
Yeah. So we're going to be a little forgiving for Chrissy if she should happen to kind of lose it on this one.
Drop.
You might need to maybe cut the deck and then pull if we're not getting anything.
I just can't do it the other way.
I'm afraid one's going to kind of cut me in the eye. Okay.
You want to take that one?
Yeah. Well, we got 2 here.
We got 2. So what?
We got 2 here. We're going to take both of them. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. Why don't we ask for one more? Let's see what we come up with.
All right. All right. Well, then there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we have,
wait. Which one do you want?
oh, for dear God. All right. So we'll use this as a clarifier. Look at that.
Haha.
Oh, my. Okay. So first card that came out is card number 11. Go ahead.
11 is a master number.
11's a master number. So if we are going to look at it in respect to spiritual partnership,
It is a very spiritual number.
it is absolutely, and I knew you'd pick up on that. God, these cards are gorgeous. It says, the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Again, to me, that just says, just try something new. You know, it's time to learn. It's all based on, you know, our own gifts and talents that we already have. It's already innate.
Yep.
Okay, so the next card that came out is, look at this, is glorious. It's the Cosmic Flower. It's card number 18, which comes down to a 9. Can you guys see how pretty that is? I know that you're getting a little bit of a reflection there, but it's so pretty. The frequency of the Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core of which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool.
How do you think that sets up with our change card, number 5? Because I feel like this one would almost go with this to encounter that message.
Absolutely. I mean, putting yourself out into the world is
Sometimes a little scary.
sometimes a little scary and sometimes requires a little change. A little change in maybe your
Oh
personality.
yeah,
For someone
absolutely.
who, for example, for someone who is not as outgoing, who's more of an introvert, and they want to put themselves out into the world and show their light and show their vibration, that's going to take a little bit of change.
And we
the
we
dynamic
talk
of it.
about that spiritual partnership too. Sometimes it's hard to say, like, hey, can we be friends? You know, when you see somebody that, you know, but you're being encouraged through this reading, if you find somebody that is in alignment with your own beliefs and spiritual practices, you have things that you can offer them as teaching points, and they the same in respect to you. So, you know, while it might,
Student becomes the teacher.
yeah, it might feel a little funny in the beginning, I feel like it's telling us that, you know, this is a good change. So you know, You got this. You're already magnificent. Put it out. So card 16, again, another really pretty card, says conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So for me, everything is saying put it with the 5. This goes again with change.
Yep.
If you feel comfortable with that, then so be it. That meaning our viewers or Chrissy.
Well, again, it speaks of your origin, and when, you know, in spirituality, when we talk about origin, I always, again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it goes back to what you are inside, your intentions, your integrity, your heart. So, you know, if, you know, everybody has such a beautiful heart, and I've seen so many people close themselves up,
Yeah.
and not show it, not take that chance.
Which again, to me, which is why these two go so hand in hand with that change. You know, you already are magnificent. It's time to let that pour out of you so that others can see it and gain something from it.
Right.
You have a lot to offer.
Simply put, let your light shine.
Yes. And then this, you know, this is the place where creation begins. It's that initial pivotal point of change. So, you know, and it speaks of the manifestation that we talked about earlier. It's just so pretty, and you know, you can almost see like two becoming one, like the outside energies kind of pushing them back together. I don't know whether I'm reading too much into this card. I always try and pick up on whatever I'm kind of feeling. So it's got a lot to offer in this reading.
I know in the actual book it might actually give you a little bit of the symbolism.
Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah,
So you can double check that.
they're just so pretty. And this looks, wait till you see this. So these are our numerology oracle cards that we use for all of our numerology readings. This is card number 7, crown chakra. You see that?
Yep.
I don't know if our viewers can see actually how much alike they look.
Yes.
But the frequency of the crown chakra, that violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connectedness to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. It's our connection to the universe. It's how we connect with source.
Spirit.
It's, you know, it's how we connect with spirit. It's, you know, what we're doing to change the mood in our environment. Wow, this was very, very strong message. So if it is resonating for you, I would say take some time to get quiet and you know, meditate and see what that next step might be for you.
Yep. You know, Sifu always says, my teacher says to me all the time, if you ask, they'll answer.
It takes really getting quiet, which is, we're coming into a season where things are so busy for me personally, my family and change, and you know, my daughter going back to school. So much is like goes on at the same time between September and October. And September, my project personally was that I decided I was going to meditate twice a day, uninterrupted, twice a day. In addition to some other, you know, little things that I've already let go, but I've meditated twice a day, and I find I have so much more clarity. But sometimes I'm getting answers during those meditations that I either want or I don't. You know, but that digging deep and getting quiet and just kind of clearing your mind can be so beneficial on so many levels.
Absolutely.
So many levels. So we're going to talk to you guys about chakras in another video. But I would encourage you to look into that. And if there's anything else that you would really like to learn, please, you know, don't hesitate. Let us know in the comments. We're going to leave this reading at this. I love the numbers that we're seeing here. We have that 11 master number, the 9 again with the 7 showing through, which brings us back to a 7. Which really speaks to, you know, the divine and message in change. And then another 7 here. Very, very strong reading, super strong message. But in the same respect, really positive.
Absolutely.
Really positive, especially at this tipping point of the season.
Absolutely.
Love it.
I just, seeing this belief, I don't know if you guys can see it now, it just caught my eye.
It's so pretty.
I don't know if you can see the star that's in the middle. And it says that you are the star.
Mm-hmm.
Without question.
And furthermore, pour out your magnificence. Comes right in the next, in the next one. So we have Louise Hay's Heart Thoughts cards. We're going to leave this for you as one last and final message for your week. Again, the week of the 27th through October 3rd. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we encourage you to. There's an awful lot trying to jump. And please, leave us a comment. Like this video if you liked it. Share it with somebody that you think would enjoy these messages. We have a lot of great content coming. We're going to talk to you guys about using essential oils in your day-to-day practice. There's about 6, 7.
I'd say you take the one that's on your lap.
Yeah. Oh, there's a good 5 or 6 there. So yeah, we're gonna take this one. It might be another 7 again. But the content that we have in the works to shoot, I think everybody's gonna love.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we're gonna kind of stay consistent with the numerology readings because we understand that you guys probably really like that. They are simple, they're nice and easy to understand for everyone. And again, they're general readings, so you use as much as you like. But hit that bell so you're notified every time that we do release a new video. So the Louise Hay Heart Thoughts cards have a singular message on the front and then an additional one on the back. So the world is our heaven on earth, is what this card says. The back says, we are the power we are looking for. Each one of us is linked with the universe and with life. So not just your own, but your connection to the earth, to spirit, to other persons in your life. Here's that back side. They're pretty, they're sweet, sweet messages. I just love these cards so very much. There was a time in my life when I would pull one every morning. Just kind of like, put your feet on the floor and set your intention that something good was going to happen during the day. So the world is our heaven on earth. Let's try and make it that.
Of course.
Now's a great time to get out and do something about it. And you can be the change.
You can be.
The really good change in the future of not just our planet, but
within yourself.
Within yourself.
Absolutely.
Within your family, your life, your household, whatever it looks like. So guys, I know this reading went a little bit long today, but we sure hope that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we'll be back real soon with some more, with some more messages and some more content for you. Thanks so much for joining us. And again, we ask that you continue to watch these videos and comment. Let us know what you think and if there's anything specific that you're looking for. There's so much more to come. And we're really excited that you're here with us. So, have a great day.
And have a great week.
We'll see you again soon.
Bye.